Hi legends, quite a dump here from the price of Bitcoin to the downside. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin and identify where could we potentially get a bounce, maybe from where we are right now or some of the lower levels that I'm still keeping an eye on. Also remember my favorite exchanges that I use to do my daily trading on: Bluffin, up to 80k bonus and no KYC required. All you need is a password and an email and you can start trading. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin. Right, legends, looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame over here, what I wanted to point out over here is during the previous bull cycle that we had over here, you can see that we formed a value area high, a point of control where the most amount of volume was traded during the session over here, and then we have the value area low around about $31,000. Okay, so as price is moving down here at the moment, and I have this value area high marked out here, you can see that is definitely a possibility that price can still find momentum here to the downside and perhaps find support above the value area high. Okay, what you would like to see from ranges or the breaking out of ranges, let me just take the scribble out here, is to say that once you leave a range, okay, once you leave the range, we have not come back to retest this range. Okay, so we've broken out, okay, had a nice consolidation. So there's definitely a possibility, together with a 50% FIP, when I take a FIP here from the lows to the highs over here, we have a 50% FIP level together with the value area high and also the 1.236 from an extension perspective. When I take an extended FIP from the high to the low to the high that we've made over here, we have the 1-to-1 ratio where we're currently finding support. And we also have the 1.236 over here together with a 50% FIP level, also the value area high that can definitely provide some support together with that consolidation area inside of this zone. Okay, let me just clean it up a little bit. It's good just to take stock of where we are on the larger time frame. So for this update, I just want to quickly focus here on the larger time frames, and then later on during my live streams, we can go and analyze the local price action and also some trading opportunities that I'm still taking here on the lower time frames. Okay, so legends, we do know that we have strong confidence here by the $49,000 area. Okay, and we have currently, you can see when I take a FIP here from the lows to the highs, we have now tapped the 0.382 here for the first time. Okay, let me zoom into this price structure, clean it up a little bit over here. Okay, you can see that we've tapped the 0.382, but we've also tapped the 1-to-1, okay, FIB extension. But legends, the one thing that I point out over here is we could definitely get a little bit of a relief rally over here, perhaps a little bit of upwards momentum, okay, and then when you have a trend over there, you could potentially reject the trend and continue the momentum here to the downside. The reason probabilities are still higher for lower momentum to come, even if we get a relief pump over here, legends, is that you remember I often speak about the range high and the range low, okay, and this plays out on all time frames. When you take a line over here where there's the range low, okay, so after a massive pump here to the upside, you make the first low, and then the probability states as follow. And I've often spoken about this during my live streams. When price taps this level for the first time, okay, after the pump, it made the first low, it consolidates and it taps it for the first time, you want to see price moving away and not tap it for a second time. Okay, probabilities drastically starts increasing to fill the gap once you tap the level for a second time, and even like we've done now for a third time, to come and fill the entire inefficiency over here. So for now, the probabilities are still high for us to find momentum here to the downside, and perhaps let's see how we react when we get to $49,000, 500 give or take. Okay, legends, also something that I would like to highlight is you will see that we have some clear levels of confluence. You can see here by the 30% FIP level or the 382, we have the 1-to-1 ratio. So definitely a possibility for potential consolidation. The weekend is coming up. Weekends are known for their consolidation and slow movements. Perhaps on Sunday we'll get a little bit of volatility. But when I take, you know, the one trend that I'm tracking here at the moment is if I switch on my trend lines over here, you can see that I'm tracking this momentum here to the downside. Okay, so perhaps we can consolidate here, find some strength above the 1-2 the 1-to-1 ratio and the 382 perhaps reject by this trend line, or we break through for a nice little relief pump, okay? And then we find continuation here back to the downside. In today's live stream, a little bit later, I will go through the local price action over here on the 15-minute, 5-minute time frame to look for those scalping opportunities to the up and to the downside from a day trading perspective. Okay, but legends, you can still see, just cleaning up the scribble over here, further down, we also have confluence by the 50% fib level, like I've just highlighted, also a C wave target. If this is an A, B, C here to the downside, the first level we have just hit. The concerning thing about this level over here, legends, is that there's no price action, okay, that can provide support here at the moment. Right, and the first level of support that we have is the small little consolidation area over here around about the $50,000, $49,000 mark. Okay, so it does look like momentum is going to continue here to the downside to at least this level area over here. If we then lose this area, legends, then the next level of support that we have is the 618, okay, together with the 1.618 fib extension, which is considered a maximum C wave target to the downside. Ideally, I don't want to see us hit this level over here, because that could open the possibilities for a lot more bearish Elliott wave scenarios to the downside. So for now, you know, price is still a little bit far away. Let's assess the possibilities and probabilities as price moves to each level. Okay, so next area where we are right now, this is the area that I'm watching. We could potentially get a nice little relief rally. We've broken the trend over here, perhaps a retest of the trend and continuation to the downside. And then the next area of support is around the $49,500 mark. Also, legends, looking at the price of Ethereum over here, and I've spoken about Ethereum during a couple of my live stream already, just tracking this momentum here to the downside. And you can see that we are currently inside a strong support box over here. Okay, so this box you can see is currently offering support. It's also bouncing here on the top of this channel. When I zoom out here onto the 12-hour time frame, you can see, okay, on the price of Ethereum, we have been inside. Just wait for it to load up. We have been inside of this channel for so long, and we finally broke out of this channel. We retested it as support. We made a lower high, okay, and now we are back at this top of the channel currently, where Ethereum is trying to find some support inside of this support zone and also on top of this channel. Okay, so perhaps if Bitcoin is going to give us a small little relief pump here to the upside, it can either take Ethereum back here to this trend and reject to come back inside this channel, either find support in this box, and then if we lose the support box over here, legends, there's a high chance that we can break down, okay, and come to the midline channel line over here, the 50% channel line over here, round about $2,461. So it's all dependent on the price of Bitcoin over here, but the rule for a channel usually states that when you find acceptance back above, you need to bounce, okay, at the 50% mark, and if you cannot hold this level, you're most likely coming down to the bottom of the channel once again. Thanks for watching this update, legends. If you have not seen my one-line trend strategy tutorial, and this is the strategy that I'm currently using to trade this momentum here to the downside, this strategy can be used either to the upside and to the downside, and is extremely powerful when we are inside a trending market, and that is what's happening now at the moment. So go check out this video right now, and until the next one, legends, I'll see you all later in the live stream. Cheers for now.